Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today I'm going to be going over the biggest signs that a girl wants to be approached. So having the ability to read body language is so powerful, and the guys who are good at it are often the guys who have the best luck with girls, who are the best at picking up girls, and just are able to have the best interactions with girls in general. So this is a very important skill to master. So today I'm going to go over the 5 top body language signs that a girl is interested in you and wants you to approach her. So having the confidence in the first place to even approach a girl is definitely the best place to start, but it doesn't hurt to kind of be able to see the signs a little bit better and to have a more positive experience by being able to look out for specific body language signs that she might be giving you, or just really signaling that she wants you to approach her in the first place. And I also want to start by saying I think some girls are very weird about being approached. Some girls do not like being approached, but regardless, I think the most important thing you can do is to just be confident and make them feel comfortable. I also did an entire video about how to approach women, so if you haven't seen that, be sure to check that out as well. That video plus this one, all you need. So the body language sign number 1 is the glance. So a girl will do this maybe if you're out at a bar, if you guys are at a party, if you're just out somewhere in general, chances are this is where you'll see this one. So she will look at you and then look away and then look back and then look away, and it will just kind of be a reoccurring thing that she does to try to get your attention. She's gonna do this in hopes that you get the hint without her having to approach you. So I already know I'm gonna get tons of comments. If women wanna be approached, they should be the ones approaching. And as much as I agree with that, it just really not realistic. I'm just being totally honest with you guys. Most women will not approach you, and they want to be approached by you. So you can feel about that however you would like. I have my own opinion on it, but that's just me. Regardless, you're going to want to learn how to approach women. I think it really just will make your life a lot easier, especially if she's demonstrating any of these signs. So keep that in mind. So on this one, she might not even necessarily be making eye contact with you. She might be giving you a little bit of side eye and checking you out. She might be looking at your outfit, which is why I say you guys should always dress your best, especially if you're going out to make a good first impression. I would say if she does this more than once or twice, this is a surefire sign that she is interested. Girls sometimes will obviously look at you, and just because she looks your direction does not mean she's interested. I think sometimes we accidentally look at people. I don't know about you guys, but I have definitely been in situations when I was maybe just taking a little gander around and made eye contact with someone that I did not mean to make eye contact with, and then it was just awkward from there because they assumed that I was interested when in reality I was just looking at my surroundings. So maybe after one time I would not necessarily say that they're interested in you. However, if they do this more than twice, 100%. That leads me into my next point, which is eye contact. So this one is often used in addition to the glance. I know sometimes I mentioned that girls will just kind of look your way or look at your outfit, but a lot of times they will add a little bit of eye contact in there, especially if they are very confident. She's gonna try to lock eyes with you and really make eye contact so that she can notice that you see her. She might hold the eye contact for a little bit, especially if she's more confident, but most girls will probably just look at you very quickly, make eye contact, and then look away. And they might do this a couple of times. This is like the most obvious hint that she wants you to approach her. I have even done this one when I was in college and like out with a group of friends. If I saw a guy across the bar or the party that I thought was cute, I would look over and make eye contact, hoping that he would feel the same way and come approach me because I was too nervous to do it myself, which I think a lot of girls are in that similar boat as well. So don't be afraid to approach her if she's doing this. 99.9% of the time, I would say she's interested. Number 3, we have a smile. And I want to explain this one a little bit because I get this question all the time. Courtney, a girl smiled at me. What does this mean? Well, I would need a little bit more context because just because a girl smiles at you does not mean that she is interested. I smile at people that I walk by all the time, all day, every day on the street of Cleveland that I am most certainly not interested in. So I think sometimes girls use this as a way to be polite. If they look at you, they smile to acknowledge your existence and kind of have a little bit of human connection there. I think that's very normal. I would say if the smile is combined with tip 1 or 2 on this list, she for sure is into you. If it's a little bit of a smirk, if she glances at you and then smirks when she looks away, this could be a very good sign. But a girl simply smiling at you randomly on the street does not mean that she's interested. Sometimes it could, like I said, if it's in combination with any of the other things on this list, but it doesn't 100% mean she's interested. So I would look out for the smile in combination with some other things on this list in order to know for sure if she's interested or wants to be approached. And when I'm saying this out loud, it seems seem so silly, but I think these are things we do subconsciously that really do signify that we're interested in someone. Body language is so powerful, and I think the more you talk about it, the more you realize it, especially when you think back to things that you've done in the past. And I can just picture myself in college. I can just picture myself, my past self, doing these things, and I 100% did them without even realizing I was doing it. So just something to consider if you think this sounds stupid. It's true. Number 4, we have touching her hair. And this is one of those things that I think has been overdone in like TV shows and movies a little bit, but it's actually kind of true. I see a ton of girls do this without even realizing that they're doing it. So she might brush her hair off her shoulder to get a better look at you when she's glancing over at you, or she might be talking to you and twirling her hair because she's a little bit nervous and it's kind of flirty. Whatever it is, if a girl is touching her hair, it's normally a good sign. And you guys have even commented in some of my videos, like when I've been reacting to guys online, sometimes I will like move my hair out of my face, and it's not because I'm interested in the person I'm watching, okay? This is one instance where it is not the case. I'm doing it because I'm getting resituated looking at my screen, and I want to make sure that my hair is in a good spot, and there's not going to be one hair off to the side off camera that's going to drive me nuts when I watch the video back. So keep that in mind. If I'm doing it just watching a video, maybe it is not necessarily the case. But if you're interacting with a girl, if you're out and you see a girl across the bar and she flicks her hair and looks at you, or she's twirling her hair, something like that, typically means she's being flirty and wants you to approach her. Number 5, she's getting closer to you. So maybe the first time you noticed her, she was all the way across the bar and you could barely see her. And now the second time you notice her, she's standing a little bit closer to you. This is a good sign. Although many more women do approach men than I think they used to, there's still a lot that don't. So instead of approaching you, they will just try to make it a little bit easier for you by moving closer to where you are. Maybe her entire group of friends is getting closer. In this case, she's probably using them as a way to get closer to you as well. Maybe you are at the bar waiting for a drink and she is also at the bar even though she already has a drink. So I think it's another big sign too if she's next to you and has no reason to be. So like I said, if you're at the bar and you're waiting for a drink and she's all of a sudden right next to you at the bar waiting for a drink even though she already has a drink in her hand, chances are she wants you to talk to her. And another tip for all of you guys that are approaching women in public, if you go up and talk to her and you start talking to her and her whole body is facing towards you or her feet are facing towards you, this sounds so silly but it's so true, she's actively engaging with you, she's facing towards you, she wants to interact with you and talk to you. If maybe she's standing with a group of her friends and you come up to her and only her head is turned towards you and her entire body is facing the entire other direction, she's not turning her body to engage with you, and it probably means that she doesn't really want to talk to you. So just a little pro tip for all of you guys. I had this happen to me once, just to give a personal example. I was out at a bar in college with all of my girlfriends, which was rare in the first place that I would even be out. It was like a pain to drag me out. I was the worst. I would much rather stay at home. Anyways, I'm out at the bar with my girlfriend, standing in a circle. We're all talking and we're having a great time. It's just all of us. I have not given any signs to anyone at this point. This guy comes up behind me and he's trying to talk to me. He obviously noticed me and I did not notice him. Of course, I'm not offended that this guy came up to me and talked to me. I don't care about that. I think it's flattering when someone approaches you and thinks you're attractive and wants to talk to you. I don't really see anything to get offended about. So I wasn't really feeling it. I was just really out for a night with my girlfriends. I had a boyfriend at the time. I really was just not interested. So I kept my entire body faced towards my girlfriends. They were like awkwardly staring at me as this was happening, and I just had my head turned talking to him, and he did not get the hint and stood there and tried to talk to me for far too long, and it just ended up being really awkward with my friends and me standing there, and I was just giving him so many body language signs that I wasn't interested, but I didn't want to blatantly say, you know, please stop talking to me, I'm not interested, because I didn't want to be rude. There was no reason for me to be rude, and at this point in my life I was not as maybe direct as I am now. So just something to keep in mind. A lot of times girls will still want to be kind to you without, you know, being rude and telling you they don't want to talk to you, so they give you different body language signs to look out for. So that is a huge one. I've done it and I know so many other girls do it as well. And my last bonus tip here for all of you guys, if you stuck around till the end, see, you get 2 little extra bonus tips, so good for you. Thank you for sticking around. If she comes up and talks to you, even if she says the dumbest thing on planet Earth, chances are she is into you. A girl does not just come up to you to come up to you. She's typically always interested. I would say, again, like 99.9% of the time, if she comes up to you and compliments your shoes, or she asks you a question, or whatever it is, it could be anything in the entire world. If a girl is coming up to you, she's into you, okay? That is all you need to know. All right, guys, that is all I have for 5 signs that she's interested. Again, I think body language sometimes says a lot more than words, and it's very powerful, and the more you understand it, the better off you will be. So let me know in the comments down below if you think I missed anything. What are some body language signs that you've noticed that girls want to be approached with? Would love to hear from all of you guys down below. Also, give some tips to some girls out there that are maybe too nervous to approach guys. I know a lot more women are starting to do this, but it's something that we haven't really done a ton, so giving some girls some tips would be incredible. If you liked this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Courtney Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.